On this episode of The Trend Talk, Sofia Vergara's son Manolo Gonzalez Vergara reveals some family secrets. We also ride into the smash hit Hamilton, an American musical, in our mobile office, the Buick Encore. And don't miss our Hawaiian workout. It's a hula fun. All that and much more, because if it's trending, we're talking.
Welcome to the Trend Talk. We are so excited to begin our second season, and we're excited about the partnerships that we put together. It's so exciting to be working with Latino PBS and also Poise Makeup Professional, who are making us look so beautiful, and Lucy Perez, who are dressing us for the season.
That's right. But we were still really busy during hiatus. Every Monday, we would have a Facebook Live with an interesting personality from our community. So keep checking us out on the Trend Talk Facebook for those interesting interviews on our Facebook Lives.
And we also held our first networking event, our panel, Latinas Running the Show. But the most exciting partnership that we did was Buick USA. They lent us a car, Buick Encore SUV, for a week, and we used it as our mobile office to prepare for our season.
That's right. And the most amazing and fun part of the whole adventure with Buick Encore was the culmination of it. First, we had an amazing dinner at the trending restaurant. It's the Mexican restaurant, Mercado Taqueria, by Jesse Gomez, and also the grand finale, a night at the theater, by watching Hamilton. Take a look.
And all of that was pretty much part of that work ethic, of the immigrant work ethic. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I mean, it was handed down for me from my grandparents, and that was handed down to my mom and my family. I grew up with very hardworking family members, very hardworking grandparents, a hardworking mother.
Gomez's work ethic made him a successful restaurateur. Immigrants have and continue to build this country. Part of the reason the musical Hamilton has been a smash hit in the United States. The play chronicles the life of one of the founding fathers, Alexander Hamilton, who was also an immigrant. Now it was time for us to see it for ourselves.
Time before the checks all come, but immigrants, we get the job done.
So off we went in our Buick Encore.
We are here, finally. Hamilton, here we come.
With themes of thriving through pure grit and drive, Lin-Manuel Miranda's masterpiece is striking a chord in modern culture. Hamilton also has a diverse cast. We talked to some of the actors after the show.
It just relates directly to me. Like it's my story, literally. It's my family's story. So it's always gonna be relevant.
And
I
it's
believe.
empowering, right?
Absolutely, totally.
Rehearse in my little tiny New York apartment, so it didn't come easy, but I'm happy to.
But you got the job done. Because immigrants,
we get
the job done.
Immigrants, we get the job done.
Immigrants, a driving force in our culture.
That was so much fun. I loved it. Go see the play. It's awesome. And you know what the play really drove home? Is that this is a country of immigrants. We're all immigrants in this country. And we should be proud of that. But lately, people are assaulting immigrants.
That's right. Like, remember Benjamin Ramirez,
Yes,
the Elote Man?
the Elote Man.
His heart was flipped by an angry pedestrian. That was, I was very, very shooken up by that.
But you know what's interesting is
Not
that
right.
people came to his rescue.
Right. That's amazing.
Afterwards,
they raised thousands of dollars for him. They even bought him a new cart. And there was also another incident, kind of similar. A lady that was selling flowers on the street, she got roughed up by cops. And the community also rallied behind her, right?
Yeah, and then there was that video that went viral as well about this guy who had his little cart and he was selling his hot dogs. The hot dogs were wrapped around with bacon. And the cop came, gave him a ticket. And not only that, he took his money that he had made And so people got really upset, and they raised like $44,000 for him, and good for him.
Good for him. And
Yeah.
we know right now a lot of DACA students or dreamers, which means basically kids that came here illegally into this country when they were kids, and now they've established a life here. Most of them are professionals. They're making money. They're contributing to society, but they face deportation because of certain policies that may or may not go into place. So there's a lot of uncertainty around the DACA students.
Yes.
But the community has really rallied behind them. There's been so many different protests and different people speaking on the Dreamers' behalf, and a lot of celebrities supporting the Dreamers. So that makes me feel that there's hope.
And but the DACA students, they appreciate all of the help they get, but they're like not shy.
Right.
They're out there doing and thinking of what can we do? How do we, politically position ourselves? So, good for them.
And they're very intelligent because everyone assumes, if they're an immigrant, then they don't have an education. All these Dreamers have an education. They're specifically chosen for the DACA program because they fit certain criteria. So they are smart, they are professional, and hopefully they're learning to fight back and gain their rights as people that deserve the right to be here in this country.
Because they've never known any other country.
Right.
This is the only country they've known. So, we're in for this. Immigrants,
we get the job done. And speaking of immigrants, we're going to talk to another immigrant. Manolo Gonzalez Vergara, Sofia Vergara's son. He's an immigrant too. He came to this country from Colombia, and now he's modeling, he's acting. We're going to talk all about him, his mom, his relationship with her. You gotta watch. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
You were my best friends, and you did nothing while my life fell apart.
I didn't publish her diary.
Stop filming!
You better keep your mouth shut.
Stop!
There's gotta be some clues in here somewhere.
Give that to me!
I'm sorry.
She lied.
You can't say anything.
Everyone at Warren will know the truth.
I thought you were different.
Did you steal the diary?
Who are you talking about?
So who did it?
Welcome back to the Trend Talk. Many of you know Manolo Gonzalez Vergara as Sofia Vergara's son, but he's much more than that. He's a model, he's an actor, and he's also starring in AT&T's new web series, Guilty Party, which you can see on YouTube. So we want to welcome Manolo Gonzalez Vergara. Thanks for being on the show.
Welcome for being on the Trend Talk.
No, thank you.
Of course, of course.
Well, I wanted to talk about the commercials you've done. We love that commercial.
Oh, Head and Shoulders?
Yes, the Head and Shoulders commercial, which is really, really cute. And you work with your mom.
Yes.
You've done also commercials. You've done some acting and some modeling. Maybe not a lot.
Not really. I did like one
But you look
photo
like
spread.
you look like a runway model.
No. Maybe like a before picture, perhaps. Yeah.
Okay, but now you're really getting into acting. You've done several movies.
Yeah.
And you're on this web series. So when you were growing up, I mean, your mom was already in the business, but was that something you wanted to do?
Since I was little, because when my mother started, she wasn't an actress. She was a presenter on Univision. So even back then, I wanted to be in movies. Mm-hmm. And then she kind of was thrown into movies. So it kind of like balanced out. But no, I've been wanting to do this my entire life.
So now it's the dream come true.
So far, so good.
And you've done really cool stuff. For example, you had a cameo on SNL, which I watched.
Oh, yeah.
It was
really,
it was quick.
You're making it seem a lot cooler than it was. That just had me say,
hey,
hi, Mom.
If any of us could get a ticket to SNL, I'll take it. What was that experience like? Because
that was awesome. I was in college back then, so I didn't get to see the rehearsal throughout the week.
Right.
But I went to the show, and they do 2 shows. One, like a dress rehearsal, and then the actual live one.
Right.
And it was just a super cool experience, because even with people that aren't in the show, like actors or comedians, they're just hanging out there all day, like walking around the hallways, like for really no reason.
Right.
So you got to see all of the actors there.
Yeah. People that weren't on the show. But when I did the little cameo during her monologue, it was literally just, hi, Mom.
Right.
They had a cue card for me.
Heaven
just
forbid
in
you should
case.
forget.
Just in case, yeah. I should have kept that actually.
But, you know, congratulations on the web series.
Thank you.
You know, it's on YouTube, and it's about a group of college students. Or
No,
high school.
High school. That makes it even more scandalous.
Because you're still playing high school students.
Yes.
Anyway, it's about bullying. It's about, you know, but when you were growing up and you were in high school, were you a bully or were you bullied?
I don't think that I was a bully per se. Like, I didn't actively seek out to bully someone, but teenagers aren't nice people to begin with.
Right.
So I'm sure I was a little, and I'm sassy now as it is anyway, so I'm sure I wasn't, you know, depends. But no.
You're in between.
Yeah, I've had my moments. I wasn't really bullied, though. I mean, especially the school that I went to, everyone was like very accepting of everyone. So
where was that? Did you go to school here in Los Angeles?
I went to like every school you could ever dream of. I did my freshman year in New York, then I went to 2 separate high schools here, and then I finished high school in Connecticut.
Right.
So where didn't I go to high school? I don't even know when my prom was. I don't know who.
So that's why
when am I
you're
gonna
so
go
out.
for the reunion? I have no idea.
So that's why you're so out there. You're just used to, like, you know, making friends because you had to make friends at every high school you went to.
And since I was little, we've always moved around. So I moved from Columbia to Miami to here, then to New York, then back here, then Boston. So I kind of, you know, gypsy around.
Right, but now you're pretty much settled in LA because you are pursuing an acting career. You're obviously your mom is here, so you get to spend time with her. And I'm assuming Guilty Party was also filmed here in LA?
We filmed it in Palisades.
Oh wow, was it a quick shoot because it's a web series? So
well, no, it's actually very, very high production. No, we shot for about a month.
Oh wow.
Give or take, we had a hiatus and we shot a couple more episodes.
How many episodes are there?
I believe it's 10 episodes. They're very short, but throughout the week we have character vlogs, so we upload pictures as our characters. So it's super immersive and super
it kind of feels organic because
we treat them as real people. So if I play Preston, so okay, so what's Preston doing today? Right. You go to his profile and
Speaking of Preston, in one of those vlogs, Preston, your character said that he would be voted most likely to become president of the United States.
Yes.
Is that anywhere like similar to you and your personality? Are you into politics?
I was not born in the United States, so that would not happen to me. Yeah. Would I want to become president? I don't think so.
Right.
That's a lot of
pressure.
That's a lot of stuff. I don't know. No.
Yeah.
But Preston's a very kind of organized, driven individual, kind of like a mix between Kennedy and Clinton.
That must have been fun to play.
It was very fun because it was the opposite of what I am. You know, he's like the king of his high school.
And you're you're very funny because backstage, before we even started shooting, look at him.
We thought you were going to be kind of stuffy,
look at him.
but
yes,
you're not.
But
You're
He's stuffy?
Yes.
A little bit sometimes.
No, you're not.
No, I mean, thank you if you think I'm funny.
Is comedy something you want to pursue? Because obviously your mom is super funny, very, very
I think comedy is just part of what I want to do, or how I am. You know, there's comedy in everything. If I want to do drama, you can't have a drama without a little bit of comedy in there anyways.
Right.
So and on like social media, I upload things that I think is funny.
Well, we're going to get to know you a little bit more personally.
Right. After the break.
Okay.
We're going to go on our Trend Talk break, but don't go away because the juiciest part of our interview with Manolo Gonzalez Vergara is coming up.
Yep.
Don't go away.
And we're back with Manolo. Manolo, you just told us you were born in Colombia, then you came to the U.S., and I wanted to talk about your mom. So basically, you were born and she was already in the business, so you've been, you know, your mom's been famous, and it's different from your other friends who are, you know, quote unquote normal. So what is that like, you know, having someone as famous as your mom as a kid growing up?
I mean, also when I was born, she was still in dentistry school. And that's what she wanted to be. She wanted to be a dentist.
That's
she
right.
didn't. It's not until I was like 3 or 4 where she moved to Miami and then she started being in business. I mean, I don't really have anything else to compare it to, so it's just
great.
Yeah, it's just my life. My mom. I mean, I don't know.
Right. But it's pretty cool because you get to work with your mom. You've done commercials with her. You were also in Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's cool. It's a little stressful sometimes.
That's what we. Is it stressful? I mean, what is it like? Because I have a daughter, and our relationship sometimes is a little tense. Yeah. I don't know if I would want to work with her. How is it with your mom? Is she a perfectionist?
I would never direct her in something, right. But like with Head and Shoulders, you know, they have like their own makeup and hair people.
Right.
They'll spend 48 hours on me doing the thing. She goes, I don't like it, and then just like do it herself.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
She's kind of that take charge woman,
that
right?
kind of, yeah.
But do you feel like nervous when you're working around your mom? No. Or do you feel like, are you kind of like chill mom?
Not nervous at all. But sometimes like, okay, should I listen to you or should I listen to the director? I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble somehow.
But
no, it's great.
And like we saw, sometimes you also go out to the events with your mom. You've been to the Emmys, you've been to the Golden Globes, you get to be around all these celebrities.
That's honestly the only reason I speak to her. She takes me to those events. Just so I can look at Jessica Lange from 20 feet away.
But the Oscars are next. Does she go to the Oscars?
She's never taken me to the Oscars. She's been a couple times.
It's
interesting.
Maybe as long as Joe is busy and can't go,
yes, Joe,
she takes me. Please.
That's what I was gonna say. So why didn't she take Joe?
He's in New York. He's filming.
Oh, okay. It's interesting though because all the media was focusing on you this time.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was trending.
Yes, you were trending.
What did they say?
Let me quote it. Let me quote. Teen Vogue magazine and Cosmo magazine said that Manolo Gonzalez Vergara was a hit at the Emmys. Their headline was, "The internet is thirsting for Sofia Vergara's son."
Okay.
So that's so cool.
You're happening.
But it's like, don't let that fool you, because it took a team of like strapping young ladies like 28 days to get me to look that way.
Come on.
So, believe me.
You looked this good as soon as you walked in the door.
But you were telling us, I was asking you if you're your typical millennial, like posting and all that.
I mean, I post a lot, but like that's all I know how to do. Like I don't have a fidget spinner. I do eat a lot of avocados though, but that's because I'm Latin.
But you have 265,000 followers on Instagram, yes?
I have no idea actually, but something like that.
Yeah.
So you're not really that social media obsessed, like.
But like when I post a lot, but it's honestly it's just to amuse myself.
Right.
So like if I'm bored, I'll just look through my stories and be like, I'm funny.
You are funny.
And then for some reason, I'm like, other people follow me because that to me is the strangest thing that other people would want to actually see what I'm doing.
They want your life. Okay, so let's talk. We want to play a game.
Okay.
Is it time for the game yet?
Yes.
Or do we have time for one more question? I think we have time for one more quick question.
Let's do it.
Because I think this is an important topic. You obviously are your mom's date for all of these award shows. For the Emmys, we saw that there was a lack of Latinos being nominated. Yes. Your mom has been nominated, in the past, multiple times for different award shows. What do you think as a Latino actor, the lack of representation in award shows of being nominated, recognized for our work?
I think that there needs to be a more of everyone.
Right.
More Latinos, more Asians, more African Americans, more Native Americans, anything. But they're not going to nominate us, say, if there aren't us people playing the roles.
Right.
So if there isn't a Latino role in a TV show, we're not going to get nominated. So I think that's the first step, just to make more diverse roles.
And that's why I love that AT&T Hello Lab integrated your character, you as a Latino actor, into their Guilty Party series.
It's super obvious that it was always planned to be Latino because my character's name is Preston Fairchild. No. So, I mean, that's obviously very...
But you know what? That kind of like blows stereotypes out of the water as well.
No, I was thrilled because even I asked them, like, do you want to change it to like a Latin last name? And they're like, no. I'm like,
okay, so now it is time to play our game.
Okay.
It's a fun game and
Let's
it's a quick game. Okay, so it's called Would You Rather. You know that one.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
so let's say, would you rather spend a hot day on a set or a hot day on a yacht?
Who am I with on the yacht?
Good question.
Because I just did a movie in the desert, so I've been spending a lot of hot days on set, and I mean,
depends on the location.
it's a little rough,
It's a
but
toss-up.
I'm gonna go with yacht just because.
Wow.
All right, well, invite me. I'll go with you.
Okay.
Would you rather take a date out on the town or have them wine and dine you?
Night out on the town. 100%.
So Latino, so like gentleman.
But also, I cook So
Oh,
I'm like,
what's your favorite dish to cook?
beef bubble milk.
Wow,
Yeah,
get fancy.
I know.
Trending.
So, would you rather spend a whole day with the hot date, the person of your dreams,
On the
or yes,
Wherever you want.
or a whole day without your phone?
I mean, I think that's obvious. I would rather spend the whole day with the hot date than.
Okay.
Why would I want to be without my phone? I
Well,
know
we
que
just
crees.
established that you're not like all into
Yeah,
the-
no, but like I still need to have a phone. You never know.
But you're not getting the phone if you go on the date.
Oh, but that's fine. At least
Okay,
I'm.
good.
I'll be busy.
All right. Well, now we got to know a little bit more about you. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me.
No, it was a pleasure. Hope to have you back on the Trend Talk because I know that your career is just it's like
Yeah, next time
taking
when
off.
you're like a big star, bigger than you are now, you need to come back and say,
I
hey,
promise.
tell us about the journey.
Just give me an
call.
Instagram DM because
Okay.
I got it.
Again, thank you so much for being on the Trend Talk. We want to have you back.
Anytime.
And make sure you watch Manolo Gonzalez Vergara on AT&T Hello Labs Guilty Party. We'll be back with a lot more on the Trend Talk. And welcome back to the Trend Talk. As you know, Belle, I'm really into fitness, and recently I checked out a gym that does all of their workouts with the Hawaiian Aloha touch. Take a look. I am so happy because I'm at one of my favorite gyms, Surfcore Fitness, with an amazing trainer, Carlos.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Aloha.
Aloha. And there's a reason you're saying aloha, right?
Yeah, everything we do here at Surfcore is inspired by Hawaiian teachings. It's the philosophy behind everything at Surfcore.
And when I met Carlos, I was like, is he Latino? Because obviously this is a show that we focus a lot on the Latino community.
So I'm originally from the Canary Islands, which are these islands in the middle of Africa that belong to Spain. So yeah, I am Latino, but my heart is Hawaiian. I've been studying hula and dancing hula and competing in hula for many years. So with learning hula, you have to learn about the philosophy and the teachings. So I really fell in love with all of it, and I wanted to apply it to our workouts.
That's right. And not only hula, but you're also an amazing surfer. And you've been surfing ever since you were a little boy. Tell us, what kinds of things did you learn when you confront the waves as a little boy? I mean, it taught you probably discipline, courage, physical fitness.
Yeah, courage. I think one of the things that I love the most about surfing is that my dad was a surfer, and we got to do it together. That was amazing. But also, you had to be very physically fit, and you had to be a little fearless.
Tell us how that mentality of the Hawaiian mentality is so in tune with physical fitness.
Yeah, so a lot of the things that we do here are based in Hawaiian philosophy. For example, two of the major things that we reinforce for people is the concept of aloha. People think that aloha is goodbye and hello, but aloha actually means sharing life breath and sharing love. Also, another thing that we teach people is kuleana, the concept of kuleana. Kuleana in Hawaiian translates to accountability and your life mission. So as long as you're doing your personal best, you're welcome over here.
Kuleana is an amazing mantra for working out, right? Because like you said, it's not about comparing yourself to anybody else. It's kind of doing your personal best and challenging yourself. And speaking of challenging yourself, another thing that you incorporate here is some workouts that have a bit of a Hawaiian twist. Yeah. And one of my favorites that really works your core is the skateboard workout.
Yeah. So we do use the skateboards. I'm a surfer, so I wanted to bring that into the workout. We basically use the skateboards as a reformer. It's very effective. Do you want to go try it?
Let's try it. My core is ready. Let's go. Let's see. Okay.
Now grab the bar. Put your toes around this circle. Are you there? Are you there? Grab the bar.
I'm getting there.
The bar first. Okay. Yeah. So put the toes around the circle, and then from there we're gonna do crunches.
Wow. And this works what?
Your abs. This is definitely your abs. And then we're gonna do pikes. And pikes are also an ab workout. We always try to find a way for people to be included in the workout, no matter how challenging it is.
Perfect. And then another thing, we're both sweating. Another amazing class that you have is a Hula Class, and you have a great instructor who we saw earlier over here. A lot of the concept is that only females or only women do hula, but that's not the case, right?
No, it's not. It's not. Originally or traditionally, hula was only done by men. So we're breaking that, and men and women are welcome.
Right. So I want a lesson. I'm here. Might as well, right? All right. So you're gonna teach me?
Yeah.
All right. And what is this called?
This is pareo. In hula, it's a pa'u.
Pa'u?
Pa'us.
Pa'us.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So I can wear one, and then we can do the lesson? Sounds good. Let's go pick one out. So tell us what's the most important thing to keep in mind when you're learning hula or when you're dancing hula?
Well, hula is all about storytelling. So it's not only random movements, every movement is specific. We also work from the ground up. So a concept that we work on is aiha'a, or close to the ground. And so to move your hips, we actually emphasize your feet engaged, your thighs, your calves.
And originally hula was designed for what? As a form of communication, celebration? What was it designed for?
One is that it derived from the Hawaiian martial arts of Lua. And then also it's the direct connection between the human body and the environment.
Awesome. Good? Thank you so much. Thank you, Carlos.
Aloha.
Aloha. Bye-bye. How do you say aloha? Is there like a...
You just go shaka, like this.
Shaka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaka, bro.
That was fun. You work out and you have fun. I got some of those moves too because I'm going to Maui.
I know, I'm so jealous.
I'm going to try them out.
And before we close the show, I really wanted to send a special Trend Talk shout out to Ana Flores from We All Grow Latina Network. She's created really a sisterhood of all Latinas with her summits, conferences, and all the resources that she provides on social media. So thanks for being a true trendsetter.
And we want to thank our guests and our sponsors. We want to specifically thank Poise Makeup Professional and Lucy Perez, who gave us these awesome outfits. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. We hope that you guys tune in again. Follow us on our Facebook page, The Trend Talk, because if it's trending, we're talking.